All right. If you don't still have your math workbook out in front of you, go ahead and grab it now. Go ahead and turn to 9.4. That's going to be RW 51. We're going to look at RW 51 and RW 52. We're going to talk about these fact families this morning. All righty, you ready? All right, a quick reminder, review. An array is a rectangular set of objects. An array contains rows and columns. All right, remember my rows, they go from right to left. My columns go up and down. Let's look at this array and complete the description below. How many rows are there? Did you say 3? If you said 3, you are in great shape. There are 3. How many columns are there? Let's go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7. So now, how many are there in total? We're not going to count them because we know that 3 times 7 is 21. I have 21 counters in all. All right, let's go ahead. I need my cursor. Let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit. All right, fact families. We're pretty familiar with our fact families. We've talked about fact families for addition and subtraction, and we've started talking about them for multiplication and division. But to quickly remind you, a fact family is characterized as having 4 related number sentences. Today we'll be doing multiplication and division sentences, but we make them with only 3 numbers. We have an example right here. What array or what fact family is represented by this array? Well, we know there are 12 tiles. We know there are 2 rows and 6 in each row, or 6 columns. So our 3 numbers in our fact family are 2, 6, and 12. You can then create 4 different number sentences. Sorry, forgot the word for a second. With those 3 numbers, we can say 2 times 6. We can say, we flip them, 6 times 2. Then we can also create 2 more number sentences, starting with our product. Notice our product then becomes our dividend. And our dividend is the same for both problems. In division, just like subtraction for now, we start with that bigger number. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. All right, so starting with our dividend of 12, we take the 12, we divide by 6, which means we have 2 left. We're still working with that same fact family, right? Or I take my 12, I divide it into 2 groups, and that would leave me with 6 in each group. Is this making sense? I sure hope so. All right, let's look at a couple problems down below. All right, it says to complete the fact family for each set of numbers. They're showing you an example of how this is done, so later on you can write all the sentences on your own. So first they give you the numbers 3, 6, and 18. That means those are the only 3 numbers I will be working with. So I have 3 times something equals 18. Well, I've already used the 3 and I've already used the 18. So my 6 would go in the box. Down below, I have 6 times something is 18. Now I already have used the 6, and I've already used the 18. So the missing factor here is, that's right, 3. All right, let's try the division problems. I have 18. Remember, my product then becomes my dividend. Again, my product, the answer to multiplication, becomes my dividend, the number that I wish to break into equal groups. So starting with 18 and taking it into 3 groups, I've already used the 18. I've already used the 3. That means I will have 6 in each group. All right, final problem for 3, 6, and 18. I start with my dividend of 18. I know that I need 6 equal groups. I've used the 18. I've used my 6. That means I will have 3 in each group. Is this making sense? I sure hope it is. All right, so let's take a look at what you're going to be doing today. Today, I would like you to practice this skill doing only the even problems. Even problems. What are those again? Those are my problems that are multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and so on. So on 9.4 as well as 9.5, I would like you to practice writing these fact families and using multiplication and division together to work through the problems on these 2 pages. So number 2, they've given you an array. You have 2 rows of how many? That will equal 12 in all. All right. You're all doing great. Excuse me. If you have any questions or if you'd like me to simply check your paper, when you are done, take a picture of it, upload it to Class Dojo, and I'll check it over. Make sure you're on the right track and answer any questions. Keep up the great work, guys.